Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about the most flattering tones in makeup. Now we talk about tones a lot when it comes to makeup. Oh, it's a cool toned red, it's a warm toned peach. And after experimenting with a lot of different tones in makeup on myself and observing tones in makeup on other people, what I'm starting to realize is the most flattering tone of makeup is no tone at all. And what I mean by that is neutrals. Neutral toned makeup seems to be super flattering on everybody because it's very natural and it just sort of enhances what you already have, and it isn't ever freakish or cartoonish or too intense or not wearable. But at the same time, what I'm realizing is there aren't a lot of choices when it comes to neutral tones in makeup. Makeup has a tendency to lean either cool or warm, and you don't really have a lot of options. So I'm just going to give you some examples today of some neutral tone makeup. That's what I did today. This whole look that I have on today is extremely neutral. It takes color that is already present in my skin and sort of just enhances it a little bit so that gives some depth and dimension to the colors that I already have going on naturally in nature. So the three key products that I did with this look today is, let's start with my blush. My blush is very, very subtle. It doesn't even necessarily look like I have blush on, but I do. For me, Benefit Dandelion. This is what the packaging looks like. This has been around forever, but this is such a nice, just slight flush of color. Almost doesn't even look like I'm wearing anything, but sometimes that can be the most flattering. When I wear a blush that is too colorful or too intense, it kind of almost has like a clownish effect on me. Now, that's for me personally because my skin is pretty light. The darker your skin is, the more flattering I feel like color is going to look on your skin. So definitely keep that in mind. But here's what Dandelion looks like. So it's so neutral. It's not like a cool tone pink, and it's not like a warm peach or a warm coral. It just kind of straddles in between. It's like a peachy pink, just very, very neutral and very complimentary, I think, on anybody that has light skin. Now, if you have medium skin, kick it up a notch. Look for that pinky peach or peachy pink that's a little bit deeper. So this is, pretty complimentary for me, but the darker your skin is, the deeper you want to go so that you'll be able to see it on your skin and it's going to enhance what you already have. But yeah, I'm starting to really think that neutral tones in makeup, so complimentary. On my eyes today is a product that when I first got it, I didn't really pay that much attention to it, but the longer I owned it and the more I played with it, the more I realized just how easy and complimentary this product is, and that is the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. Like I said, I didn't really pay that much attention to this when I first got it, but then the more and more I played with it, the more I came to love it. And what this is just a lot of really neutral toned eyeshadows. There isn't anything in here that really jumps out at you as being super cool, except for maybe these grayish, purpley grayish colors at the end here are pretty cool. Maybe this gold is kind of warm right here, but all these other colors in between here are really neutral, and I think like they would be really complimentary on a lot of people. So I have on, I just put Strange on for a highlight just because it was the only highlight shade in the palette, but that isn't necessarily what I would pick to go with this look, but it was good enough. But the two main colors in my look are Limit and Nooner, which are both neutrals. And so these are where my fingers are. Those are the two shades right there. You know, this is perfect for a lid shade, and this is perfect for a crease color. They complement each other really well. And if you wanted to do a lid shade instead, you know, there's plenty of options in here if you want some shimmer. If you want to do a lid shade instead. What I meant is if you want to do a shimmery lid instead, there's plenty of options in this palette. But these two matte shades right where my fingers are, Limit and Nooner, just they go together so great if you just want to do an all matte eyeshadow look, which is what I did today. And they blend and apply so nice. So what I did was I took the Limit, which is the lighter shade, and applied that all over the lids, and then I just took Nooner and popped that in the crease, and I also dragged a little bit of Nooner along the lower lash line, and then I finished it up by putting a black Kajal eyeliner on my tightline, and then I used a gel liner on the waterline and then put black mascara, and so that's what I've got going on with my eyes today. And then on my lips, I also tried to reach for something really neutral on my lips that was going to just enhance the color that I already had, but just make it a little bit deeper, a little bit more noticeable. And this is NARS Satin Lip Pencil. It was part of the birthday gift that I got this past September from Sephora as being, you know, in their Beauty Insider program. The color name on this is Rikugien. That word is either, I think it's Japanese or it's Chinese, and I'm going to say Rikugien. I have no idea. I tried to look online to find out how to pronounce it, and there isn't anything online that explains how to say that word, but Rikugien? I don't know. I don't speak Japanese or Chinese, but anyways, this is just a very neutral pink. Goes with everything, you know, it's just so nice and neutral, not too cool, not too warm, just right in between. Very flattering. You could wear this with anything really. Just a great everyday product. And after I put this on, I was thinking that, you know, with most of these types of lip products, usually you can just pop that on your lips and you're done. But the edges of my lips don't have any definition, and this color isn't quite intense enough to give me a sharper, cleaner edge. So what I did was I took MAC Whirl and just went right along the edges of my lips just to give it some definition because it still had that blurred effect. So yeah, the makeup that I got going on today, I just basically picked up the pinky plummy tones in my skin and just kind of put a little bit more enhancement, eyes, blush, lips, and then I decided to just wear this shirt, which is it's just a black, plain black shirt to kind of go with the black eyeliners that I used and black mascara, and then you know, obviously I did foundation, concealers, my brows, that sort of thing. But yeah, I really feel like neutral toned makeup is the way to go. If I go too cool or too warm, well, warm tones don't look that great on me because I do have naturally cool toned skin. But if I go too far in either direction, it just, I don't know, it just doesn't look right. And I'm realizing just how seldom makeup companies put out neutral tone products. So I think what I'm going to try to do in the future is keep that in mind when I buy makeup. Try and stick to things that are more neutral and not pull things that don't pull in either direction. And what's good about a look like this too is, you know, you could wear this with anything, wear it to anywhere for any occasion. I think one of the things that got me thinking in this direction is the last thing that I bought for a lid primer, which I'm going to pause this and go get it. It's in the other room. Be right back. Yeah, a few weeks ago, I bought a new lid primer by a brand that I had never tried before, and it's Jane Iredale lid primer in the shade Petal. And this lid primer is exactly what I'm talking about. This is like a peachy pink lid primer, and it's so neutral, you know, it's just, it's not cool, it's not warm, it just straddles that line right in between. And every time I used this, it made me want to use eyeshadows that were similar in color, because I do really enjoy the formula on this. And I think this is especially nice for anybody that's older, because it's not going to dry out your lids, and the eyeshadows go on really nice over it without, it's moisturizing, but there isn't any creasing or anything going over it. But anyways, yeah, this is what kind of got me in this whole thinking about neutral tones in eyeshadows. And then when I would do my eyes in these types of colors, then I was trying to figure out, you know, what would also look good for blush and lips, which led me to the products that I talked about today. But I have a few things in my collection that are these neutral tones that don't pull in either direction very much, and I just feel like neutral toned is the way to go if you just want something that is always going to look good. Because sometimes when I try to go too bold of a color too, now I'm not talking about tones anymore, I'm just talking about depth of color. If I try to go too bright of a lip, too intense of an eye, too bright a blush, it can go wrong really fast. And I do like to have fun with makeup and wear lots of different colors and tones and depth of colors or natural colors or whatever. But all I'm saying is, if I stick to things that are neutral tone and I don't wear anything that's too bright or too light. Oh, I'm so glad I thought of this. I've noticed that things that are super light for lip products, if I try to wear something that's really light on my lips, it just looks bad. It makes me look dead. I don't know. The only way I feel like anybody can pull off a super light lip is to make it glossy. And I think I have talked about that before. That if I wear a pale lipstick and then I put a gloss over it, it looks okay. But if I try to wear a matte, a light shade of lipstick and wear it matte, oh my God, it looks chalky. It makes me look dead, not flattering at all. So that's something to keep in mind too. I really am starting to think that the best, most complimentary lip product that anybody can wear is look at the natural color of your lips and go like 2 or 3 shades darker than your natural lip color. Or yeah, couple shades darker than your natural lip color, and it's going to be the most flattering lipstick on you ever, and you almost won't even want to wear any other colors. So these are just my observations. Let me know what you think about what I said. You know, do you think this is true? And I mean, it's important to have fun with makeup and experiment and do different things, but at the end of the day, these are the kind of things, you know, going neutral toned, which is not going to be the same for everybody. You know, you have to take into consideration the tones on your skin and the color of your skin and so on and so forth. But trying to just go slightly more enhanced of what you already have. natural, neutral. I think is probably going to be the most complimentary every time. So let me know what you think, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.